everybody. Hope your morning's been going well so far. Yeah, keep the ring light off for now. Why not? So, today we are very obviously back to Katawa Shoujo. It's been a few days since we've done this, so what happened the last time we played? Well, very simply, we were helping Shizune put stalls back together for Tanabata. She found out well, actually, because thanks to Misha, she knew we knew sign language, so we were able to actually talk with her and have it a full conversations. It wasn't perfect, and there was a lot of downsides to it, meaning if they wanted to talk, they had to stop working and sign everything out. But they were able to talk a bit, and they had some good times. Of course, we were alone during this because Misha had to get caught up in classes. So it really was just some one-on-one time with Hisao and Shizune. Yeah, just pretty nice. Shizune's competitive as ever. So, we went through Tanabata, had a decent time, then all of a sudden Misha says, I'm kinda tired, I'ma head back early. See you later. So once again, leaving just to myself and Shizune. We end up walking back to the school, and then also kind of challenging her to stay out later, because she said, you wanted to save the school for last, right? You know, best for last. Are you really giving up that easily? Because I'm not tired. So she was... Well, we ignited the fiery competition inside of her, and she stayed a bit longer, which we then kind of used that moment to ask her out. And after kind of a lot of deliberation on her part, because, as they said in this, when you do sign language, you really have to think about what you want to say before you're signing it. Because every word matters. Especially when you have to do hand gestures for it and you can't actually vocalize. You have to think, what exactly do I want to say? I need to figure out exactly what I want to say, because there's I can't... They can't read inflection or anything off of my voice, since I do not have a voice. And, well, her answer was... okay. So, yes, we are dating the student council president now. And we left off at the very start of Act 3. So that's fun. There we go. Okay, so it hasn't been too long, which is good. Wow, just looking at these dates. Finished Lily's route off in February. Finished Emmy's route in March. Hanako's in April. And if I keep going on this track, I'm going to be finishing Shizune's off in May. Meaning Rin's will probably be finished in June. Unless I'm back to work at that point, then it could be protracted for a little longer, but... Alright, takes about a month worth of streaming to get through a route. That's not too bad. It's actually pretty good. Alright, let's load up the save. And get ourselves back into Katawa Shoujo. Turn the light on a tad. Yeah, it's a little better. Following days pass uneventfully and with surprising quickness. I find renewed motivation to learn sign language. Seems I have a knack for learning signs, so it'd be a waste to not do it and fall behind and falling behind would be even more unacceptable. Yeah, you got the talent for it, and your girlfriend can only speak to you in sign language, so, you know, kind of not remembering how to do that would be a bad thing. Communication is key. Summer break is coming up. Even though I figured that student council work would see a drop-off proportionally to how lethargic my classes are becoming, it doesn't happen that way. Every day, I get swamped under increasingly meaningless work. Despite how much I want to, I don't even have a free second to talk to Shizune nowadays. Every time I look at her, her face is buried in some book of records or some stack of papers that need to be checked over in triplicate. Today, I woke up early to come to school before everyone else, hoping to catch Shizune. She has a habit of coming in first thing in the morning, to be more punctual than all the other students. Unfortunately, I think I'm earlier than her. Jesus. We're not even spending time and talking to our girlfriend. Oh my god. Hearing the student council room door click close to my right tells me that isn't the case. I guess I got here just behind her. I enter the room and tap Shizune on the shoulder to get her attention. Maybe she expects a conversation, which is why she puts down the carton of orange juice in her hand. How the hell did I do her voice again? Her voice. Good morning. Where's your better half? Aren't we her better half? Or isn't she our better half? I don't know, man. We are separate individuals. Thinking about it, they must get that quite a bit. I can think of no other way to explain how ready she was with that answer. You're here early. That's good. You can help me look over some handouts. They're going out later today. I came here early specifically so I could see you without having to do work. According to Misha, being early isn't new for you. It's not new for you either. Are you saying you want to race? Shizune adjusts her glasses nonchalantly, a gesture that belies how giddy she is inside with the thought of having something very petty to take competitively and seriously. I think the smaller the matter is, the more it excites her. It's not a race. Do you want to make it a contest? I don't. I almost forgot to add the last part, the most important part. Well, that's fine. There are too many days left in the school year. I'd get tired of it anyway. With that, Shizune picks up her juice and finishes it off. I wonder if she's going to try to shoot the empty container into the trash, but she doesn't. In fact, she seems puzzled as to why I seem so disappointed. I'd better get to the point. I just wanted to talk. Our break is practically here, you know. And we should spend more time together anyway. I was thinking we could do that over the summer. Shizune's face turns as red as mine must be, and she starts adjusting her glasses, flustered. What an all-purpose gesture. She taps her fingers together in thought, considering her next words carefully. You mean like a date? Just because we're going out somewhere, that instantly makes it a date? It's not? I want it to be a date. Then it is one. Shizune approvingly claps her hands once before adding on to my statement. But not today. I'm going away for a week to visit my family. That's an oddly formal way of putting it, and for that reason, my interest is piqued. Maybe her family is the prim and proper, traditional kind, living in a giant, old-timey mansion, with a little stream and koi pond, where everyone wears kimonos all the time. It's a wild assumption, but it's fun to speculate sometimes. I wonder if Shizune puts on the appearance of being calm being a calm and mature daughter like Lily when she's with her family. Yeah. I can't imagine it, but if there's even a possibility that it's true, then I must see it. Only a week? Must not be that far of a trip then. Of course not. They're still in Japan after all. Really? It isn't like you can come with me. Is that what you're trying to say? Why can't I? It isn't like you would enjoy it. You don't know that. It could be fun. I almost forgot. You didn't answer my question. Are you going alone, or is Misha going with you? Does your family know sign? Misha is coming along. The part of the question left unanswered is the most telling. If Shizune's family can't communicate with her, I have to wonder what her childhood was like. She probably wrote everything on that pad she carries around and still produces out of nowhere sometimes. Usually, it's when neither Misha nor I are around. I can notice her from far away when she pulls it out like a last resort, grimacing the whole time. If Misha is going, then I'm going too. Do you like Misha? It's the principle of the thing. I entertain the notion that Shizune might actually be jealous, but I doubt it. She usually wears her emotions pretty plainly on her face, and I don't see anything that would support my theory right now. I think you're just bored. That's okay, though. Alright, we'll all go together. It's what I hoped for in the first place. You can skip out on student council today to pack your bags. Just because you're coming with us on such short notice. It's no excuse. Ah, damn it, I fucked that up. Ugh. It's too early. I will try that entire line again. I apologize. You can't skip out on student council today to pack your bags. Just because you're coming with us on such short notice, it's no excuse. It's okay. I hardly have anything to pack anyway. I swear to God, if you're just gonna pack the one set of clothes again like you did on the Lily route, Jesus Christ, man, that was a 3-day trip and you wore one pair of clothes. If you're going away for a week and only wearing the same goddamn sweater vest, I am gonna punt you off the roof myself. Shizune pauses, tenting her fingers thoughtfully. You must have come to the school on very short notice. Could be that she's thinking back to the time when she and Misha unexpectedly shoved themselves into my room and caught a glimpse of all my medicines. That was an awkward moment I'd like to forget and don't like revisiting it. The way she tiptoes around the issue even now only makes me more uncomfortable. I did. It was kind of an on-the-spot decision. It worked out better than I expected, though. I hope Shizune won't pursue the matter, and to my relief, she doesn't. My home is in a particularly beautiful part of Saitama. We'll be leaving early in the morning, so be ready. Let's talk about it more later, okay? For now, those handouts won't look over themselves, and you're going to help me. As Shizune dives into her work, pulling me along with her, I think that she seems almost, but not quite, excited to go. When Shizune and Misha arrive early the next morning to pick me up, they are dressed in something other than the school uniform I've grown used to seeing them in. It makes sense, since we're on holiday, but it's still jarring. Shizune's dress is sharp and fashionable, almost too much for a quiet place like Yamaku. Thinking back to what she wore at the Tanabata festival, starting to notice a trend with her. All of her clothes are very tasteful and mature, very well thought out. So then, I wonder why she herself is so immature. Bush Cheney 2004. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Why does she have a Bush Cheney shirt? Well, at least Misha's clothes reflect her inner self on the outside. She's a Bush Cheney supporter. How did she even get this? She's from Japan. Did they sell this stuff? I think this even takes place in 2005, I'm pretty sure. So someone had to have imported this fucking shirt to Japan for her to buy. You're bringing so little. I said I would. I said there wasn't much to pack. Shizune pouts and rocks her own, rather large collection of luggage with her foot as if embarrassed. Misha only has one suitcase with her, but it's almost larger than she is. She looks self-conscious about it as well. Hey Jan, what about her shirt? What's it from? Bush Cheney 2004, as in the election that happened in 2004. George W. Bush and his Vice President Cheney. Yo, Dick Cheney. Yeah, why does this Japanese girl have an American election shirt? So how you doing, Jan? God, that suitcase is as big as a compact car. The pea green color is unsettling, too. It's like something used to transport bodies. The way they look right now makes me want to tease them a little. Ah, that's bad luck for you and Misha, isn't it? Having to carry those huge bags? Gotta pack light next time, like me. Everything fits into one little suitcase. Good, don't work today. Oh, I get to play the new Pokemon Snap? Cool. Hopefully your Joy-Cons are nice and charged this time. Or even a Pro... Do you have a Pro Controller? I think that game might work with a Pro Controller. Not 100%. I don't know Switch hardware that well. Oh my god, Misha. Charge, you tried them last night. No Pro Controller. We bought one in the UK, but it never worked. Ooh. Weird. Weird that it didn't work. Well, every now and then there's probably gonna be a dud. Unfortunately. And you had no way to return it, or did you guys weren't able to actually try it out until you were back here? Oh, he threw the receipt out? Okay. Damn. That sucks. Well, lesson learned now about keeping receipts at least. Especially for something electronic. Yep. I don't know how much of you caught from my recap in the beginning, but I'll just go over real fast again. We spent more alone time with Shizune because Misha had to catch up on schoolwork. She knows we know sign language, so we're able to actually have conversations with her. Went through Tanabata together. When we got alone again, we decided to just straight up ask her out, and she agreed. So, we are technically dating right now. We are dating the student council president. But now we've become so goddamn busy, we've barely been able to talk. So, she's going to see her family for a week on summer break, and we're coming with her. Seems to be the only time we'd be able to actually, be there. Oh, you're there, just didn't have anything to comment on? Okie doke. Okilidoke. Never too sure, that's all. Damn it, I'm kind of blanking on the Misha voice. Jesus Christ, I've had to do this voice so often this route. How have I forgotten it already? Try and practice it myself real quick by turning my mic off, just so I can get it to what I think it sounds right to me. Alright, let's give it a shot. I think I got it. Maybe. I don't know. Like James Bond! Yes, exactly like James Bond. Shizune gently tugs at her glasses in concentration. Oh my god. We should split the amount we carry equally. Wow! That's a great idea, Shi-chan! What? No! It would benefit us all. Yep! Insert wahaha here. I'm just gonna keep doing it. I don't care. I'm not doing a wahaha. I'm gonna have to say no. You're outvoted. She almost lunges forth as she signs it. Terrifying. Well, I was just kidding. I don't mind carrying a few extra. I just thought it'd be fun to mess with you both. But if we're gonna try to make me carry it all, I was gonna ride that giant green suitcase, giant green case down the mountain like a sled. Oh my god, that was clunky on my part. Ugh. That seemed to make Shizune laugh, and she holds a hand up to her mouth to hold it back. It's like she's hiding it. I wonder if she can laugh. If not, that might be why she does that. Kinda makes me feel sad. Again, she does have working vocal cords. They are fully functional. That's something that is, at least the developer said. She does have functioning vocal cords, so she could potentially actually talk. She can at least make sounds. But, I mean, she can already sign, she doesn't hear anything, and it's just kind of like, why bother? She's perfectly comfortable signing. With that taken care of, we head for the train station, and a very uneventful ride follows. Shizune and Misha manage to fall asleep almost instantly, but I find myself unable to. That's never happened before. Maybe it's the medication. When we arrive at Shizune's house, it's quite a bit larger than I'd envisioned it would be. I don't think huge would be much of an overstatement. I've heard a lot of deaf, hard of hearing people don't like the sound of their own voice. It feels weird to talk. Ah, okay. That could be in Shizune's case. I could also see another reason why, which I'll go into a little bit later. It's probably gonna come. It could potentially come up during this stream. We'll see. You live in a mansion? Shizune indignantly stands up on her tiptoes so that we're at eye level, and frowns deeply, having had my comment translated to her by Misha. It's as if she's saying, how can you even suggest such a thing? Also had a phase where I didn't talk at different places, and wow, the power. You just decided not to talk sometimes? Huh. Interesting. Mostly at churches. Okay. Yeah, don't want to get really dragged in any kind of discussion at church. This is just a normal house. Nothing as ostentatious as a mansion. I believe our definitions of those terms are quite different then. Got bullied for literally anything I did or said at school, and suddenly being put in a new place with people who didn't know me. Oh. Kids just suck. Kids just really, really suck. People would actually go out of the way to include and get to know me. Well, I mean, good for them. I kind of like people like that try to. But I could see why you just kind of didn't exactly talk after previous experience. Yeah. Ugh. At least it's not as bad now, I would hope. I mean, you at least talk around us. Insert wahaha here.
Hee-chan, are you surprised? Do you want me to point out where you'll be staying?
I think we have a guest room, but I'm not sure if we have two. I'll check.
Hmm. It's no problem though, Hee-chan. She-chan and I can share a room if we have to. Well, unless hers is being used for something else now.
Not sure? Starting to think Shizune doesn't spend a lot of time at home. Before I can make a joke of it at her expense, Shizune vanishes into the house, and Misha goes with her, leaving me alone on the grounds. I don't want to follow them inside just yet. I put my bag down at the front door and take the opportunity to look around the grounds, just making a quick lap around the house. Oh, hi, Hideaki. Even though it takes just a few minutes, when I get back, the first thing I notice is my bag is gone and a tiny girl is in its place. Yes, totally a girl. She looks a lot like Shizune, although Shizune wouldn't wear red shorts and star and moon stockings. Hi. Are you Shizune's little sister or something? I don't even remember how I did his voice. This is way back in Lily Route. Well, he's just kind of like the little brother. No, I'm her little brother. My name is Hideaki. It's nice to meet you. The voice that responds is straightforward, monotone, and also definitely male. I feel embarrassed to the point where I could almost turn around and leave right now, if I could remember my way back to the train. Are you the second person my sister brought with her? Brought with her? I'm not luggage. Anyway, I'm Hisao. Did you take my bag? Yes, it is my right to keep anything I find on my property. No, it's not. That's not how it works at all. I guess even particularly well-spoken little kids believe in the law of finders keepers. Even though I call him little, he doesn't seem that much younger, now that I think about it. Maybe 2 or 3 years younger at most. Yes, bring anything over to anyone's house and it's automatically theirs, because it's on their property. That's how it works. I gave it to Shizune. It's inside. Are you on the student council? Yeah? How did you know? Does she bring it up often? I almost said, does she talk about it often? That could have been bad. Yes, all the time. Do you get along with her? Well, I'm dating her, how's that? I think we get along well enough to date. Get along? That's a weird question. I wouldn't be on the student council if I couldn't get along with her. What about you? Do you two get along well? Even though he has a monotone voice, his face is as expressive as Shizune's and belies how he really feels. Must run in the family. Looks like he isn't happy about my question for whatever reason. I'm sorry. I was only asking because you both act so much alike. I don't know why, but it feels like he's teasing me. Unfortunately, it works. I don't like being compared to Shizune. You're a lot more like Shizune, but that's to be expected. I mistook you for her little sister, even. You don't want people to make that mistake. You should dress more appropriately. Hisao? No. I don't understand. My clothes are perfectly seasonal. What's with the stockings? They're cool. You act like my sister. Eventually, people will start mistaking you for her. I guess my comment hit him harder than I thought. That would explain his attempt at turning it around. I hate being compared to other people. Shizune doesn't like it when she's compared to others either. I thought that Hideaki was a little more mature than Shizune, but they have the same competitive streak and inclination to provoke people. Wonder if he's like this because of Shizune, or if it's the other way around. We'll get into Hideaki later. Well, we'll definitely get into Hideaki a little later. We just need one more puzzle piece here that we're waiting on to eventually arrive. And neither do you, right? Okay, I get it. I shouldn't be so petty. Especially to little kids. Hideaki seems to accept this as an acknowledgement of defeat, which is something I can feel like I can't let go. Nevertheless, I'll just have to let it go while I have the chance. I can hear Misha's laughter bouncing through the halls the moment I step through the door to the house and fall into what I guess is the living room. It holds more people than I'd expected. Because Lily and Akira are here too, because of course they are. Among them, I spot a distinctive and familiar blonde ponytail. I'm more confused by why Lily is here than surprised. Shizune seems just as surprised. Lily doesn't look ecstatic about this chance meeting either. Sitting next to Lily is a tall, androgynous-looking woman in a sharp suit. I'd like to assume that's her older sister, but I don't want to risk it. So yeah, Lily and Akira here, because guess where they're going? Scotland. And why were they staying at the Hakamichis and Lily's route before going to Scotland? Well, because they're going to Scotland for fucking ever now. So yeah, Shizune's route most certainly takes place over the longest period of time. Because the Hanako route would be well and over with by now, Emi's route would be over with by now, and Lily's route would be ending just about now, because hers ends a little bit after Tanabata, and this is after Tanabata. And we're still only in Act 3. I didn't expect you to arrive so early. At first I think she's talking to me, but it turns out she's referring to Shizune. I don't think Lily even notices my presence. I clearly walked in on them mid-conversation, and it looks like with her focus on Shizune, she couldn't hear me. I should have rearranged my entire schedule for you.
Shi-chan says I should have rearranged my schedule just for you.
That would have been nice, but I would not expect you to do such a thing.
Oh, hi, Hee-chan. You're finally here.
Yeah. Hello, Lily.
Oh, Hisao. This is quite a surprise. Akira, this is Hisao, a schoolmate. Isao, this is Akira, my sister.
Yo. She holds up her hand in a brief and quite casual gesture of greeting. So she is the older sister after all. I hope we're not messing up any of your plans. Since we're only going to be here for one more day, Lily and I thought she may as well come with me. Akira turns to me like she feels compelled to explain. I'm grateful for that. I suppose my position here would be best described as a babysitter. Akira ruffles Hideaki's hair as he carries on with his pastime of looking displeased. What a pastime! That is demeaning. Really? Maybe I'll change my title once you get a few more years on you. Or at least a few centimeters. They make an interesting pair, although Akira looks more like a lawyer than a babysitter. Still not really sure why both she and Lily are here, though. Taking a glance around the room, there are tennis rackets, golf clubs, and even a stack of fishing poles and tackle boxes secreted here and there. Behind every chair, in every corner, and under every table is some piece of outdoor hobbyist equipment. I pick up one of the fishing rods and play with it. This is a nice house. Shizune, looks like your dad has a lot of hobbies. For a moment, I forget to sign what I say, but Misha's already in the process of interpreting what I said for her. I'm still a little impressed at how automatic interpreting is for Misha. Do you fish? No, I don't know how. Kind of want to learn, as I heard it's relaxing.
There's a river only a short drive away. My whole family knows how to fish.
If you want, we could go there sometime. You and Hideaki can fish? I didn't expect people your age to know, considering it always seemed like a hobby for old men.
You know, Lily is great at cooking. If we had some fresh fish...
It's not hard to follow Akira's train of thought. Oh my god, she does not want to go fucking fishing. I don't know, maybe she does, but she doesn't want to do it with Shizune.
If you want to eat fish, we could go to the store.
Lily's voice sounds slightly more authoritative than usual. She really doesn't seem to share her sister's enthusiasm for the idea. Oh no.
It's more fun to go fishing. We could even make it like a game and try to see who catches the biggest one. That would be exciting, right? Yeah! Hee-chan, what do you think? It sounds fun, doesn't it?
Of course, Shizune turns it into a fucking game. Yeah, it definitely could be.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't know how to fish either, so now's as good a time as any to learn. Her eyes shift towards Lily, who remains unmoved. This sours Akira's smile a bit, and makes me wonder why Lily is being so obstinate about this. I don't think we have enough fishing equipment for everyone.
We can take turns. It'll be a team battle.
What is she saying? We can take turns. She also wants to make it a contest.
Come on, Lily. May as well make the most of it. So, is this going to be a competition so you can catch the biggest fish or the most? It looks like the older sister understands better as well, as always.
I misspeaking a crap ton today. That's no different than usual.
Shi-chan says that she supposes Lily would prefer to go to the store, right? It's much less work, so it's natural that she would. Going fishing would be more fun, though, and save money. Akira, you had the right idea.
I'm pretty sure my Misha voice is different now. Oh, well. Akira gives a gracious, if slightly stilted smile. Shizune's praise wasn't her goal, after all. Alright, peer pressuring Lily into fishing.
Isn't the river quite far away? I don't think it's that far. Yeah, we could drive if we have to.
I'm okay with it, as long as you catch something. Can your car fit this many people and a whole lot of fishing gear on top of that? She purses her lips as her fingers subtly move, counting up the amount of passengers and the required cargo. If we're going to be taking me, Shizune, Misha, Lily, Akira, and Hideaki... They live in a mansion. I doubt fiscal responsibility is the main point. 6 people. Damn, my car can only take 5. Actually, if Hideaki sat on my lap, we could... I'm not sitting on your lap. Aww.
Shi-chan says that her father's car would be big enough.
What? The Fuga? Yeah, if he doesn't mind us using it, I guess we have no other choice. Feels kind of bad forsaking my car, considering I won't have it for much longer. Despite Lily's obstinacy... fuck it. Looking it up. Google my best friend here.
Obstinacy.
Obstinance.
Obstinacy.
Holy hell. Despite Lily's obstinacy and Hideaki's questions of whether or not we prefer to eat first, then bet on a fish dinner that might fail to even materialize, there's no way to dissuade Akira and Shizune as they agree on the transport plan. My expectations of a somewhat relaxing drive through the countryside are fulfilled. Akira's driving is smooth and peaceful as the surroundings, to the point where Misha falls asleep during the trip. Alright, so there's 6 people in this car. Obviously the Sato's up front. Misha, myself, Shizune, and where's Hideaki? Crammed against the door, and clearly Shizune is resting her arm on him. What a great older sister. And she looks really pleased about it, too. I thought this trip would have been rather slow-paced for Shizune's liking, but she seems to genuinely enjoy it. Even with Hideaki awkwardly sandwiched between her and the door, she just keeps looking out the window and smiling. The area surrounding the river is quite beautiful. Akira and Shizune head off for the river so quickly that we have no choice but to chase them. We'd be left in the dust otherwise. I can see Hideaki and Lily are just humoring their siblings, Lily being the more unenthusiastic of the two. Misha seems as happy as ever, though. Looks like she managed to latch on to some of Shizune and Akira's excitement. As for myself, I'd rather eat now, but the thought of fresh fish prepared by Lily is appealing. The river is larger than I'd imagined, although very scenic and peaceful. Other than a small pier, apparently built just to fish off of, This place looks untouched by civilization, and it makes me realize how much greenery I've seen lately. Shizune pulls Misha away so that they can explain how to fish to Akira. Lily and Hideaki are talking between themselves, so I decide to join the enthusiastic trio. So, which one of these lures should I use then? Can I use this cute little one?
Wait! This is a contest. We need to pick teams first. Shi-chan and I will be on one team, of course. He-chan, you're going to be on our team too, won't you? We can be the student council team.
Okay.
Alright then. That makes me, Hideaki, and Lily on the other team.
Lily, what should we call ourselves? They do not want to be here.
I don't see why it matters.
I don't think it matters.
Team no enthusiasm it is.
Yet again, Akira's best efforts are rebuffed. Shizune and Misha, on the other hand, have no lack of enthusiasm whatsoever.
Hisao, you can be our point man. Please try to catch as many or the biggest fish as possible.
Why me? No one's even taught me how to fish yet.
We can do that now.
After a quick tutorial, Shizune immediately tries to draw us into a discussion about the strategy in a tag team fishing competition. Somehow, competition doesn't seem particularly applicable to a sport where you spend hours sitting down and hoping a fish bites a worm.
Looks like Hideaki got stuck with the spare rod. You know it's just a string tied to a bamboo pole, right? That means when deciding the order, you should go against him.
What? Why me?
You have the least experience here, He-chan.
Yeah? So who's the best here? Shizune? Hideaki's your brother, so he's probably just as good. Probably fishes all the time since he lives closer to a lake. Might even be better. Watching you three makes my head hurt. Now I'm only hearing 2/3 of a conversation, right? What's this about? Picking our lineup. Akira makes a troubled face. She's getting impatient, which probably isn't too unreasonable. For fuck's sake, Shizune, stop making that face.
If you're impatient, that only makes me more excited. Now I want to play for higher stakes.
What's she saying? She wants to play for higher stakes.
I wouldn't be too hasty. We have beginner's luck twice over on our side after all. The only way you'll be able to beat that is by catching a whole ocean. This is a freshwater body of water, you marine biologist.
A weird insult, delivered with unblinking and innocent good cheer. Akira doesn't seem bothered. She laughs it off, and Shizune looks like her usual mischievous self again. I'm glad they get along.
So, we gonna pick teams or what? I'm getting kinda hungry. Hisao, Misha, and I are on one team, and Lily, Hideaki, and you are on the other, aren't you? I suppose it's the most obvious arrangement. Wouldn't mixing it up a little be more fun, though? Eh? You don't want to fish with your own sister? Well, neither of us knows how to fish, so putting both of us on the same team is kinda...
Well, it sounds like I've heard something kinda dangerous. Try to change the subject before Shizune can turn that incredulous look on her face into anything more. So I guess you and Shizune know each other? Sure do. We go way back. Akira throws a knowing grin at Shizune. It's not until Misha's finished translating what she said that Shizune gains a troubled face. Akira sure is different from Lily. Aside from how they look, she's much more informal and laid back. I expected Lily's family to be all proper and formal like her, so this is a surprise. But I feel like she's easy to talk to. As much as I like talking about catching fish, we should probably actually do it sometime.
Would you suggest that there should be a lineup, like in baseball? Or should it be everyone at once, or tag battle style? Can everyone sit where they want, or do teams have to stick together? Do we call where we fish? What fish sizes will we be counting? Jesus fucking Christ. Calm down, Shizune! You're so fucking competitive, oh my god.
Seeing Akira groan after Misha dutifully translates for her, Shizune rubs her glasses, laughing silently.
Never mind. Let's just fish then. It can be an individual contest. What was the point of teams?
I sit down, ready to fish, although I'm not feeling very confident. Everyone else is already sitting, except Akira, who takes a seat next to me and throws her line out after taking off her suit jacket and rolling up her sleeves. Misha and Hideaki end up sitting on the shore and fishing together, as there's not enough room on the pier for everyone. Truth be told, I'd rather be sitting next to Shizune, but Akira seems approachable enough. Careful there, you're a little close. Don't tangle our lines, okay? So you've never fished before?
No, but I've seen a bit of it on TV. I always wanted to catch one of those big fish with a sword for a face.
Marlin, I think.
If I recall correctly, those are from the ocean. They're saltwater fish. I know that. Why is everyone acting like I don't know the difference between freshwater and saltwater fish? If you aren't careful, you'll scare off the fish, saltwater or not.
I have gone fishing many, many years ago. And I enjoyed it. Barely caught a goddamn thing. Anything we did catch were just tiny little pieces of crap that we end up having to throw back anyway. It wasn't even really at a true lake. It was like just like a weird pond lake thing off of Beaver Dams Road. You look like past it just driving, like the Fort Erie or whatever. It's like, yeah, fished there. Whatever, I have fish, so technically I can fish. Love to go fishing again some other time. It's just finding the time to do it. And the equipment. Fish in Ontario kind of gross? Yeah. I think we got a catfish at one point too. Which is interesting. I know they're around here. Since lakes are not very clean, yeah. I know there's at least a healthy fishing community. One of my friends from college, he fished on the regular. Ripley's has a special Canada section. All of our fish are ugly and brown. Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right. Rainbow trout, sunfish are about the most color you get. Yeah, you want the nicer color fish? Get out of Ontario. Go somewhere else. Go to the actual ocean. We got plenty of provinces that border the ocean and are known for fishing. Kira's voice is somewhat loud between her attempts to both egg on Shizune and keep Lily entertained, so she may have a point. My line doesn't seem to be picking up anything, but I don't know how much of that is down to Akira. Shizune does her best to relax in the sun and pulls the look off very well, but I can tell she'd be slightly put off by not knowing what's being talked about. Not having Misha around could be a real problem.
So, what's the score so far? Are we winning? I hope we are, given that I've entrusted you with our team's success.
I managed to do some awkward signing with creative placement of my rod. It's probably close to being gibberish in spoken terms. You're like right there. Can't you tell?
Disappointing. You let yourself get distracted. You have to stay focused.
Should have known. Well, it's 0-0 in any case. Akira chuckles, although it's clear that that really took the wind out of her sails. Is it just numbers now, or are we keeping track of size too?
Both. Grading matters.
Who's gonna be grading them? Are you a certified fish judge? Shizune shakes her head to signify that she isn't.
But it doesn't seem it would be very hard. Tell Misha to stop flailing her hands around like that. It's scaring all the fish away. Ask Hideaki why he hasn't even bothered to cast yet.
I look over to the two and yell what Shizune said to them.
Shi-chan, I think he's upset that he's stuck with the backup rod.
Since Misha is largely unable to sign anything coherently right now, she only gets a puzzled look from Shizune for a reply. Shizune just sighs after I translate it for her.
Hey, even if you're depressed about it, you gotta try.
You could catch the big one, for all you know. But you won't catch anything unless you do. I feel that at least half of her encouragement is because if Hideaki does catch the big one, she wants to be there to eat it. And having 6 people fishing just leads to better chances of catching something than having 5. Ugh. God damn. The constant awkward shuffling I have to do to communicate with Shizune, not to mention her increasing fidgeting, it makes me think it'd be good to give her a go at fishing. Jesus. Hey guys, can we switch over now? Sure. Lily? Oh my god, Lily. Just give it a shot, Lily. We're gonna peer pressure you into this. I'm sorry, Lily. I am so sorry you have to deal with this. That's what it's like dealing with family.
No, please. I have no idea how to fish.
I sign what they say, given that I seem to have taken Misha's place as Shizune's interpreter right now.
How magnanimous of you, Lily.
Oh boy, here we go. I don't bother translating what she says for fear of sparking another fight. Shizune says you should at least try. It might even turn out to be fun.
Very well. Akira, how do you use this?
It's pretty simple. Wonder how ethical it is to purposefully completely change what Shizune said like that. At least it paid off. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. At least don't make a habit of it.
I think I understand. What bait do you think would be best to use? I'd prefer something that wouldn't hurt the fish too much.
If you're putting a hook through their mouth, I don't think the bait's gonna hurt them much more. And letting it go? No, don't do that.
But if it isn't big, there's little point in killing it.
With my hands freed, it's much easier for me to interpret what everyone's saying. Now, Shizune is the one who has to deal with her hands being full, but she seems to take it in her stride.
That's so arrogant. Okay, I'll only reel the big ones too from now on.
What's she saying? Akira just sighs after I interpret for her.
No, I don't like that only. You know, a fish is a fish, and you take what you can get.
Unfortunately, Shizune can't hear her, and Lily doesn't seem to be paying much attention now. Lily's taking to fishing easily. It is a very relaxed activity, after all. It isn't long before they both catch a fish, and surprisingly, Lily is just as interested in which is the bigger of the two as Shizune is. As the hours pass, it seems they're even starting to have fun. At the end of the day, we have several good-sized fish between us. Even Hideaki and Misha managed to catch one. No one brings up that we were competing to see who could catch more. I don't think it matters to anyone anymore. Shizune and Misha are talking between themselves some distance away, and Lily and Hideaki are doing the same. I decided to take advantage of the quiet moment to talk with Akira. Lily and Shizune got on well today. I didn't really expect it after seeing how they act towards each other in school. She gives an amused snort. Looks like she doesn't take their feuding as seriously as I do. They got their reasons. Lily and I are going away for a while tomorrow, so we thought we'd just pop by. In the end, I'm glad we did. After a brief silence, she stretches loudly and then claps her hands to get everyone's attention. Well, that looks like enough to feed everyone. We should be getting back now. Lily nods, but then hesitates. Even with her face clouding a bit, she still looks to be in a better mood than this morning. Akira really seems to know how to handle her and diffuse her antipathy towards Shizune pretty well. Today's catch looks delicious. I kind of wish I had some soy sauce so I could eat it now.
I thought you wanted me to cook it.
You don't think eating it raw would be okay? Despite Akira's protests, or joking, as I can't tell which, we decided to wait to at least cook the fish before eating it. It's already become pretty late while we were out, and by the time we arrived back at Shizune's house, it's a good time for dinner. Oh, can I not juggle that many characters, please? Some of my pills spilled out all over the bottom of my bag, which I didn't realize until the minutes before I was set to go to bed last night. I spent quite a bit of time scraping them out of my luggage. By the time I get up, I'm already starting the day with a migraine from a combination of trouble falling asleep and waking up late. When I step into the living room, Hideaki's there finishing up his breakfast. His fork raised midway to his mouth, he seems unsure whether he should continue eating or greet me. Maybe I should back out of the room. Ah, just a random dog barking. Not my dogs. Good morning. Morning. What do you think we should have for breakfast? We? Aren't you eating breakfast right now? Yes. Everyone else ate already. Despite that, he repeats his question again. He's just trying to be nice. It's an odd way to show it, but I appreciate it nonetheless, and am feeling pretty hungry. I try to make some conversation with him while I'm getting my breakfast, to fill in the silence. That fishing trip yesterday was fun. Do the Hakamichis and Satos often get together like that? Not really. I see. I don't, really. There's a brief pause before Hideaki deigns to fill me in a little more. Family issues. Our fathers are brother-in-laws, and they don't like each other. Hearing that gives me plenty to think about. What's the way Shizune and Lily deal with each other into context, and makes me even more wary of getting involved. Ah. Family issues can be troublesome. Hideaki simply nods as I sit at the table with my breakfast. I wish he were a little more easier to converse with. While I'm eating, I notice the house seems oddly quiet for a place with Misha in it. If Shizune and Misha ate breakfast already, it can't be because they're asleep. I ask Hideaki where they are. Shizune and Misha left to run some errands for our dad. The local business people love dealing with Misha, so he insisted. Well, she's got a nice and cheerful personality. I can see why they would. Maybe you should start taking lessons from her. You could increase your business connections. Are you serious? You sound serious. I don't know what kind of business connections a little kid would need. Maybe he wants to have the best bake sale fundraiser ever. It's a shame I'll eventually have to leave here and won't be around to see whatever he's planning. Wonder what kind of person Shizune's dad is again, other than relatively outdoorsy. What I know so far is he asks his business partners and friends of his daughter to do favors for him. I'm assuming he's extremely shy or extremely lazy. Maybe it's a rude call to make so early, but it would certainly explain a large chunk of Shizune's personality. Do you want to go anywhere? Not really. Why, do you? I thought there might be somewhere you want to go. I don't want to do some sightseeing or eat. You don't want to do some sightseeing or eat at a specific restaurant? I don't know. I've never been here before. I see. I was just about to ask him about what Shizune was like when she was younger, but he managed to sidetrack me with just one question. This appears to be as awkward a conversation for him as it is for me. You're sure eager to please today. Why are you being so nice? Are you showing your secret nice side now that your sister isn't around? You're sort of right. Shizune wanted me to keep you company today. I don't want to trouble him and try to make him see that, but Hideaki's as stubborn as his sister and feels as if it's his duty. He also seems to earnestly trying to be nice. Oh my god. Can't fucking speak. Quickly, I start to realize that Hideaki's idea of fun is fishing, collecting cameras, and making esoteric puns. Fishing is fun, but it's something I'd rather do than discuss. Same goes for cameras. I can handle them, I'd rather handle them than collect them. This is something Hideaki picks up on himself. Are you bored? I'm not bored at all. I almost yawn the word, so Hideaki ignores them entirely. You're bored. Shizune said to be entertaining, and I think I don't know how to do that. I'm entertained. You don't sound entertained. I am! Why do you yell? I hope you do not yell so much around Shizune. It's hard to tell if he's joking. Either way, I'm a bit surprised. I try to play it off and change the subject. Do you just collect cameras, or are you into photography too? Not really. If I did, there'd be more photos in this house than there currently are. What is there to take pictures of? I don't know. Birds, architecture, one of those restaurants you were talking about. Thought this city had tons of cool stuff. How can you live in a place with so much to do and do nothing? Go to any tourist town ever, there's gonna be a lot of things to do, but you're not gonna want to do any of it. Especially if you live in said tourist town. Tea's empty. To the iced tea. I thought you didn't know what there was to do here. Suddenly, you have many ideas and an authority on how interesting it is. Are you like our board of tourism? You want to go watch birds or buildings? Okay, no need to get so mad. I'm not mad. I just think if you feel that strongly about it, then we should go to an amusement park. Why? So that you can be amused. It will be fun. Will he have this same flat, unfun expression on his face while we're riding roller coasters and drop towers? It would sure bring the fun levels down. The thought does not convince me that it's worth the trip. I don't know. It always sounded to me like going to an amusement park meant you spent more time waiting in lines than actually doing stuff. You'd have to go earlier than this just to skip the lines. Have you ever been to one? No, but it seems like that's what it's like. Fine. How about a regular park? There's one nearby that Shizune likes going to. Maybe she will be there and I can unload you onto her. What do you mean, unload? I'm not luggage. You don't want to go to an amusement park. I don't know what to do. It looks as though I've hurt his feelings by refusing to go with him. I am already rationalizing my decision. I don't like waiting in lines. It would be too much like a date. I'd rather go with Shizune. It'd be too tiring. It's nothing personal. It's just that I kind of wanted Shizune to show me around in town instead. And I don't think that with my condition, going to an amusement park would be such a hot idea. Yeah, that's true. Ride the damn roller coaster and you die of a heart attack. The park is close enough that their property can almost be considered an extension of it. Both it and Shizune's backyard look about the same, except that the park has benches and more people. That said, it's quite nice. There are even people out walking their dogs and children flying kites that can be seen lazily drifting back and forth over the trees in the distance. I could sit here in a relaxing scenic place like this forever. Hideaki, on the other hand, looks like he's extremely bored. I want to poke him to see if he's still alive, but would he react either way? Are you bored? No. Are you gonna jog or play frisbee with dogs like everyone else? Is that what people do in parks? Well, you go to parks to get back to nature and enjoy the atmosphere. That's why you jog in the park instead of just on the sidewalk or something. You can jog anywhere. I can't believe I'm having this conversation. How can you not know this? You shouldn't have brought that up. It's too weird. Haven't you ever heard of children should be seen, not heard? Strengthless fucking guy. Yes. I lied. I'm bored. Would you like to play a game? I groan audibly enough to hope that he understands I don't want to. He doesn't care. In fact, he's already toying with a deck of playing cards. Why are you upset? That is why we are here. I thought we were here to look for Shizune. Exactly. That is why we should play a game. It's a Shizune trap. You can trap anything, including people. If we compete against each other in the spirit of competition and in a sportsmanly manner, she'll be drawn here to challenge the winner like a shark. Then I'll defeat her like a safari hunter, and take a photo of the award ceremony. Sharks do not go around challenging people to games of chance like dojo breakers. When did you bring that camera? Anyway, no. I get enough games hanging around with your sister. No, come on. It'll be fun. We can play chess. Please, no. Besides, playing chess in the park is something old people do, like fishing. You need to get old too fast if you're doing all this old man stuff. Hideaki freezes like I've suddenly started speaking a foreign language. Maybe I've offended him again. Maybe he's secretly 50 years old and has just aged incredibly well. Him being Shizune's brother could be a cover story. It's like, yeah, surprise twist, Hideaki's actually the dad. That would have been one hell of a fucking twist. But no. What about checkers? Or Go? Or even backgammon is fine, even though I don't like it. If board games aren't your thing, we can play card games. Anything other than 7-card, because it's for wimps. Are you afraid that you will lose? If you can beat me, I'll give you candy. Hideaki, you are just like Shizune. Starting to think this is all a pretense to play games. No, that is not true. You are! Bet that competitive streak is genetic. I'll sell you to science. No one can own a human being. As much as I want to say that is true, history has unfortunately proven that otherwise. And yeah, not gonna get any further into that, because that is a whole can of worms not gonna deal with. Because that's just... But from an ethical standpoint, that is 100% true. Oh, God, fuck. Why? Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's that. I'm aware of that. I turn the option on to eliminate the spice, and you make up for it with these comments every time, Jen. How about I teach you some sign language instead? And Shizune asked me if I wanted to come here. We talked a little, and it seemed like you and your dad don't use sign language. I'm just guessing, but if you don't, I could teach you some. Not a master at it, though. It's fine. It's fine, Jen. It's all good. I'm not uncomfortable. I think it might be good for you to move your arms more anyway. He barely moves his arms. Most of the time, they just hang limply at his sides. How unnerving. It's been bothering me that Shizune's entire family apparently doesn't know how to sign. I wonder what she did before she met Misha. Did they hire translators for her? Does she write everything out on that pad she carries around? The second is the most likely, or she could type it out on a phone. That would explain why she dislikes using the pad so much. Sad as it is, I can sort of see why Hideaki or her dad might not have bothered to learn sign language. It was probably too much of a hassle at the time. It's very easy to think that. From what I've seen so far, though, neither of them hold it against each other or are too badly affected by it. It could be that I'm overthinking the situation. Getting into that. Come on. Well, to be honest, I'm still learning sign language myself. I brought all my books along with me so I can keep up, you know? Still, I can at least teach you the alphabet. It's pretty simple. Who would just not want to talk to their kid? We'll get into that. I feel really corny right now. Even more so when Hideaki stares back at me blankly as if the entire concept of learning is alien to him. Shizune liked flying kites here as well. This is his attempt to salvage the conversation, and I'm happy to oblige. Fishing and now kites too? Shizune really likes all these relaxing hobbies. Okay, so she likes the fighter kites, where you just try to slice the ropes of the other ones. Hideaki freezes as Misha appears behind him and puts her hands over his eyes.
Hi. Guess who?
He seems to finally be loosening up, too. Hi, Misha. Is Shizune with you?
He-chan, no spoilers! Don't spoil it! Don't ruin the surprise, okay?
Misha.
Bingo! That's right. But it was too easy somehow.
I don't know what she means by somehow.
Too many people can tell it's me. I want to surprise someone. I thought for sure that Hideaki would be fooled. Why weren't you,
You're the only person who does that. You and kidnappers.
Really?
Answer wahaha here. Why do you laugh? Are you giving Hisao trouble? I thought you would take him somewhere more exciting than the park. It isn't even that far from home. You are so lazy.
Hideaki, are you giving He-chan trouble? You should have taken him somewhere more exciting. The park is too close to home. She-chan says you're lazy.
You wanted to come here. Why are you so argumentative? I have to keep my little brother in line. What is she saying? You must be kept in line. Really? They're ready to go to each other's throats this quickly. On one hand, I've heard that siblings fighting is so much isn't uncommon, and the fact they fight at all proves that there's some level of communication going on. So it's nice they get along. Okay. They argue all the way back home. Misha translates for Shizune and I for Hideaki. So it looks more like we're the ones arguing instead, except not really. Nobody could listen to Misha and believe that. The day got entertaining in the end, at least. Oh, here we go. I know what's happening now.